Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Here's the starting group for Portland. And it's Jokic for the ball for Boston. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Blazers. That one in Portland.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Here's ball. Portland making their last shot. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And we're about a minute into the first. Thompson outside. We're just about halfway through the season, RJ. Is it too early for struggling teams to hit the panic button?
Some teams need to make changes, that's no question. But now isn't the time for GMs to start making knee-jerk reactions.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Can't connect from short range.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Ball right side. Portland grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact, and getting to the line.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Thompson pulls it in. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. The teardrop. Good D by Jokic. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. And it's flag missing. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double-team him often, saying, quote, "We want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there." Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And so it's Boston with it, following the bucket by the Blazers. 6 on the shot clock. Really left him alone that time. He's got 5.
Yeah, great job by LaMelo. Probing, then kicking it out, led to a good look from 3.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Portland moving it around. From the baseline, it's wide right, hits off the rim. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Man, showing some terrific range. Blazers trail by 3. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Thompson, he's checked in for Portland. So it's Portland now.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Yep, that one's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. In the third spot, the Celtics.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Here's Flag, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Kicks it to Doncic. Three-pointer, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Flag. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Flag's got his second basket of the game.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
The three. Boston pulls it in. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Ball outside. Pass to Westbrook. 40 seconds left in the first quarter here. Clock at 6. Jokic the screen. And the dunk by Jokic.
He is just an excellent pick-and-roll option. Jokic always uses his high basketball IQ to find and execute the right play.
And here's Doncic outside. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
There's Ball with a 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics out in front, leading by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Rui Hachimura is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Knipple. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And so it's Boston with it, following the 3-point basket by Portland. Pass to Knipple. Oh, got a piece of it. Now Curry. 8 points in his last time out. Look at Curry shaking off the contact.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Big hit from outside, Jaylen Brown.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
Pick by Smith to the right side. The 3-ball. Another 3 for Portland.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Boston. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. And here's Brown for 3. Smith with the rebound. Portland trailing here. Thompson outside. Pass to Curry. Takes the three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics.
As always, things getting interesting in the West. A look at the standings. You look at Portland, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference.
Checking out Portland, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And here's Portland. They're on an 11-3 run. Smith passes to Doncic. Portland moving it around. Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. Curry, that's good. And it's a 4-point Portland lead. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Portland has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Williams defending. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Westbrook against Doncic. Pass to Williams. Here's Knipple. Fires from deep. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Celtics trail by 6. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's a look at some stats for Russell Westbrook.
And over the last 10 games, he's been hitting the boards hard. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. Out there battling and fighting. It's great to see that kind of hustle.
.133 left in the second period. Ball left side. Pass to Flag. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. The kick out to Ball. 5 on the clock. And here's Flag outside. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ball outside. To in the cold spell. Not going to go that time.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
There's Ball with a three. Melo knocking down a three.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And he drops it in from the low post. 7 points in the game.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Trailblazers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
The dunk contest and the three-point contest are the only things missing from my resume. Now I regret not doing them.
I would actually pay to see you in a three-point shootout. That's great television right there.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Trailblazers.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys, in a good way.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in energy level, the activity level. They've been a step ahead the whole way.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Boston Celtics. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. To the inside, and they double up Jokic. Counted from distance.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, B.A.
Allie, thanks for the report. Celtics trail by 4. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Puts one up from 19, and Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, terrific work from the mid-range. Ball has an impressive feel when to take these shots.
Inside. Boston pulls it in. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass the ball for the lead. And again, Boston with the triple.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corner.
Timeout. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And looking at the 2K leaderboard now, here are the 2 guards who have been shooting the lights out over the last 10 games. Number 1, Amen Thompson.
It's not surprising that he's doing damage from deep. Guys at his position are asked to make this a staple of their offensive arsenal, and he's doing exactly this.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Brown, that's good.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Here's Thompson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. The three is up. Pure from three-point range. He's got 10.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart and kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Portland moving it around. The baseline J is on the way. Ball with the rebound.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Smith. 4-3. Another 3 for Portland.
Heads up play by Smith, giving it away instead of forcing something.
Here's Jokic. And rejected. Fires top of the key. The shot that time not on target.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Boston on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Beyond the arc. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
1:07 left in the third. Oh, Williams with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Outside Curry. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Williams. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Brown. 18 feet out. Again, the miss by Boston. Portland leading by 3. And here's Smith. Over Hachimura. Smith no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown in the high post. He has 7.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. 11 seconds left in the third quarter here. For 3, Westbrook. And that's not going to go. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Portland leading by 3. We've got ball. Flag is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Ball with it. Now Thompson defending to the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to Curry. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. He's got 19.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Westbrook, that's good.
Hitting back with the 3 of his own. Westbrook not giving an inch.
Pass to Curry, puts up a 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Westbrook is all about building momentum. And revenge 3s help him do exactly that.
And here's Curry for 3. Boston pulls it in. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Back to ball. Jokic the screen. Goes up on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Timeout. Sweet shot right there from Ball. A multi-talented offensive weapon.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team, and Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Portland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. To the paint. It's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. To take the lead. And again, Boston with the triple. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
The The three from Thompson knocks it down from distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Goes up from the block. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Outside ball. Shot clock at 6. Pushing through, LaMelo Ball.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Outside Thompson. Puts up the tray. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside ball. In tight, LaMelo.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
Celtics foul. Russell Westbrook. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Portland. Number 4. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Here's Thompson. He shoots. Oh, he missed the jumper.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Outside ball. Now Jokic. Outside Westbrook. Cooper flag. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Mr. Triple-Double himself doing what he does best. Westbrook's assists are expected.
Blazers trail by 3. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Flag fires. Misses the 3. For Portland, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Takes a step back.
What a denial. Westbrook getting there with some forward timing.
Here's flag. Outside ball. From downtown.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, LaMelo Ball. At the line for 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. The second one drops, and that puts him up 5. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that increases the lead to 6.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Turning here to our analyst, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Nikola Jokic. At the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game. And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Number 4.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Westbrook, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
For 2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
It's in!
Basket's good.
Jokic. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Fourth team foul. At the line.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
Smith outside from deep. Tips it up. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for...
Joker, this team...
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching.
Jam on it.